So, like I said, part of the thing we're learning as we're studying into UMA's uh, curriculum, for, and you kind of know this anyway from school and watching shows like Columbo, things like that. You need evidence, right? Before you can present a case, right? Now, how do I know hermaphrodites are real? Like I would tell someone if I found out they were real, right? What did I have to know? I saw some in a movie magazine selling pornos. A few, maybe one specifically. I remember, right? And it was not just a chick with a dick. Excuse my French there. You know what I mean? Referring to the penis as a male member. Though Richard is also the name shortened to Dick, and because of Tricky Dicky, but not Dick Van Dyke, for example, some men are called what? Dicks. Dicks. But also refers to another way to say the human anatomy or of a male called the penis. Now, if I was to talk to Mr. Dick Van Patten, I would use the name Hal. Dick, right? How you doing, Dick? Right? But I would not say, Dick's a dick. You know what I mean, right? Unless he was a dick to me, right? You know what the word means, right? So this is educational stuff I learned, right? That they showed me or I found out about somehow, right? While in the military, right? And researching what I found out about the Gnostics on the ship, right? I didn't know about that. And nobody has for almost 500 years after Jesus when they tried to destroy the manuscripts from 325 AD till then. And the Gnostics hid the writings in a cave. Well, I read an article in one of the magazines on the ship talking about them being different than other Christians, being a little bisexual, things like that, Mom. I don't believe it. I just really do it now. Right? What did you read? Sounds like a werewolf out of me. I just do this, Mom. Sis, huh? Sometimes. I mean, no singing, talking, no. This point of listening to people who talk shit. Now, my teacher in music says some people sing with their spoken voice, right? Like country singers, like Hank Williams goes, which one am I talking about? That one. There's two now. Does not say which one. Not yet. Not yet. Now, I grew up more with Junior, right? I'll tell you that much right now. So Junior goes, all my bride friends have settled down. Alright, that's the lyric from this one of the songs, right? And to demonstrate Hank Williams Jr.'s impersonation I listened to growing up, right? Under fair use for educational purposes to demonstrate impersonation. So, I do not feel that Mr. Williams was using autotune then, right? But I do know my music teacher did not like country singers who did that, right? I didn't personally have a problem with it, but because of him, I kind of just didn't really worry about country too much. That's all I mean. That's all I mean. So again, right. I don't think that's autotune though, in my opinion. Sounds like a real male who sings with his spoken voice, right? Singing with his spoken voice. But, now, I didn't hear so much just Hank Sr. songs a lot. Here, good looking, right? I think that's one I might have heard. What you got cooking? How about cooking something up with me? Right. Okay, that's a demonstration of Senior's voice that I might have heard on the radio as well. Growing up as well as an educational clip. To again demonstrate what impersonation, right? So you do know though, Hank Williams Jr. and Hank Williams Sr. are what? Two different sounding voices. Period. Now, I'm not saying, okay, Hank Williams is an impersonator or not, right? Junior or senior. But you can tell the difference when I did the impersonation with two different voices that I changed my voice. That's all I'm saying. I know. Now, yes, Jesus speaks with the multitude of voices because he's kind of everybody, right? I, though, am trying to be like Jesus, but am a man, but not Jesus as well. You know what I mean? There's only one Jesus. Maybe three in one, but I don't know. All the details. Metamorph transfiguration suggests all that, right? Not even morphe, right, alone, right? Which is also used of art. A different form, right? He appeared to the two in the country. I don't know what all that means, but it don't mean that he's like us. I know. But some people, right, might have had a problem with some of that, and mainly the disciples themselves a little bit, right? See, the problem they had is there's two forms of Judaism, right? Right. One is based off of error, often perpetrated by Orthodox Jews or false prophets, as the true prophets called them, because they were many. The true prophets were few. Now, we don't know the actual population of Israel throughout the thousands of years they occupied the land off and on during their struggle to maintain their nationality and religious standpoints and views and personal feelings on such subjects. But the thing about their Bible is, okay, there's parts in it that if you really read it, explains some of them don't always tell everything in it. They do what's called sealing it, right? Sealing it means they'll skip over certain passages and won't even read it to you like you're supposed to, not do that. Well, even if they're learned, you notice the scripture and you go to them and ask them what it means, they'll say, we can't tell you what it means, it's sealed, right? In other words, it's to them forbidden knowledge. Okay, secrets. We hear the secrets of your heap. Your heap. Like your heap around. My friends. All through the night. Oh, it's fast here now. Not be shot by some lightning. That's crazy. I have to resurrect by 3 minutes. Right? Who can do that? Someone who believes Jesus was pierced through with a spear, nails, and Thomas touched him, maybe? Healed or not? Scars or not? Maybe. Normally, not abnormally, right? Faith comes by hearing by the word of God. We see, yet we believe. Yet we believe too. In the white room with green curtains on the shower head. Oh, shower. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty. I leap. Good for that. Good for that. In time, there could have been so much more. But time, I don't know. So when a person learns to do voices as impersonators, right? And like I told you, Eddie Murphy, when I was growing up, okay, he wore white makeup to appear in one of his sketches as a white man, right? Now, that's not the same though as blackface, right? Now, if I was to dress up as Michael Jackson though, I would use whose skin tone? Michael Jackson's, right? Like Eddie Murphy did to dress up as a white male in a skit, right? Now, because of people's facial features, and again, in generality, right, just putting shoe polish on your face doesn't make you what? Black. And it could be considered what? Racist. Racist. Now, blackface, though, and trying to look like Michael Jackson are two different things, too. Why? Because, okay, one is trying to look like someone who's in the entertainment field, and again, right, if you go to a makeup artist, even Taylor Swift recently said if she was a man and became a man in makeup, right? But she still is Taylor Swift too, right? Don't forget that either. So even Mariah Carey in one of her videos tried to look like a stalker type character, but again, that's not what this is about, Mariah. Now, here's the point though. As a fellow fan, I wouldn't expect her to even be aware of me unless she's having problems with what I can do, but I don't know why. I don't know why. But of course, that's why I'm open about how I went disabled, right? Now, as a fellow male, though, right? Amma, right, the girl who's also doing whistle, would be someone I would think would really, in some cases, could understand what I'm doing is real or not, right? More than someone else, right? Like Mariah Carey, right? But in the point I'm trying to make, I don't know either Amma or Mariah Carey. I'm not supposed to outside of formal channels. But it is weird, okay, when you get featured on Jimmy Fallon and you don't know no one at NBC to do that with. Because you're joking around, right? Doing weird voices to begin with. And that's the problem too, miss. Amma and Mariah. I don't know either one of you. But one, okay, is more realistic to be with. And that's who? Amma. Even though she's underage, I wouldn't be with her either, but, she was like 15 or something. By now, she's not anymore, but that's the point, right? I don't try to be with her or Mariah Carey, but I talk of things I'm being accused of YouTube like any person would, right? An accusation is something you cannot prove or disprove either. I can just argue about it, right, Daphne? I hope you didn't get caught up in that mess either. Do something stupid or miss thing. I don't know. But like I said, you can't, expect normalcy from a mentally ill person anyway. But I do try to act normal. She's not going to live with me if I'm not somewhat normal either. Now, till we went to go get the daughter, and it's kind of like you're saying 3 strikes and it was out anyway. And by adding a third thing to my story, right? Now, in my blog, because of the tension, right, and what I knew about certain details of child molestation, I made a simple point that I could have molested her but didn't. Why? Because you were on the couch. Because I was on the couch. And she was with her mother. I thought I had said all that too before I even said that point I made. And someone ran with it like it was real. Now, you rumors get started by the jealous people, and they get mad since something they had and somebody else's soul didn't, right? So sometimes it's jealousy, sometimes it's a male with a female that another male had to give up because the female broke up with him. Things like that can happen too, right? Sometimes a male will push a female into another male's arm even if he's not trying to be with her, right? That can happen, right? But normally, okay, right, it starts with a problem about sexuality, right? Either his or mine, right? Where usually someone starts calling you gay. Right. Now, being single and waiting for the right woman, like Foreigner says, I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Okay? Amma, you would expect more than Mariah, but neither one should really try to mess with a disabled veteran, right? Right. Either one. When you're telling the story, though, and you have a dream of someone who looks like Mariah Carey or Amma, right? I don't know either one. I don't know either one. But when you have a girlfriend who was named Marybelle and meets the dream, right? And the only one you might can tell the dream to is at the fall, right? Because you're trying to delay something, right? Like 1001 Arabian Nights. Being murdered by someone who you uncovered a plot having to do with something in the Navy, right? That some people were trying to exploit in a negative way to ruin the Navy's image. Not me. You. By the way. I went into the Navy like, I've heard the rumor, but I don't think it's true, right? Type personality, right? Type idea towards it, right? Only if I ran into a ship where at least the enlisted men were quid pro quo me about it, right? Can't say a lot of details about that, right? I'm just trying to do the jobs they let me do, and like I said, those jobs aren't, associated with my rating, but I did them anyway, right? Why? Because, like Joseph, I can do a job. But if you're quid pro quo me, and it's the 90s, I'm just trying to survive. And make it through my time in the Navy after that. And I don't know what to do with these guys, right? On my ship. I'm just dealing with their confused behavior towards me. We are stardust, birthed by God to make bodies into. And we got to get ourselves back to the car. Yeah. Well, this is about Woodstock, though, right? By the time we got to Woodstock. Anyway. Well, like I said, I don't know. Of course, if you want to go bigger and produce bigger sounds, the electronic equipment, yes, it has equalizers, yes, it has this, that, the other, yes, it can modify the sound a little bit. But like I said, you can still hear, within general parameters, the person singing who sings. Now, yes, it can be a little dull or a little more bass or treble or whatever, like we demonstrated before, or with the car balance and stereo. And again, that's the what? Type video, educational. To show why some people might think that, right? But like I said, if you go into a studio whether you do that or not, and there is such a thing as autotune, but it does sound. No, I can do it too, right? Exactly. Why? You're listening to it through the soundboard. That too. So if I'm impersonating the soundboard in your sound, I'm not trying to say it's not you per se, because I know when I do it at home and I do the recording and I'm impersonating someone, I can hear it there. Right? But when I sometimes play it back, might sound a little off, right? Sometimes too. But right. Does it have to be exhaling now? That's the range anyway. That's the range anyway. That's the point. Once you hit it again, you don't need to worry about exhale, inhale, any of those real details. But and like I said, I'm not dealing with you as a whistler, singer, Mariah. I'm dealing with someone from base who might have attacked me. That's where there's a background story to the story, like you're learning to sing yourself. Now, unless your story is fake itself, which I cannot say, I don't know you. I live in Georgia. Though Alma in Florida is closer to me to you in New York, right? But either one of you would have to get to me. Now, here's the thing, though. Alma and you are two different people, too. Now, realistically speaking, I wouldn't be with Alma, alright, as if she were you either. Alma is Alma and Mariah is Mariah, too. I know that, too, right? Though I don't know why Alma from Florida would come to Georgia. She should, right? What we mean, too. Because, okay, in Georgia, the age of consent is 16. Even if in Florida, it's 18. So she cannot come to a Georgia resident and say the law applies the same to her as, say, if she was in Florida and the age is 18. Why, I'm a Georgia resident and she's a temporary guest in my house or apartment, even if she comes to visit me or something. This is just, again, based on Molly Z, but not saying it really happened either, right? Because see, I also do not kiss and tell, Mariah. Not making Amma a focal point. Though we can both, hopefully, you understand, whistle. And you don't, even if it's a guy, pretend he knows you when he doesn't say that's what he's doing. Even if he's what? Mental illness such as schizophrenia, maybe? Yeah. But wasn't always schizophrenic either. He was not hospitalized before he was 23 in the Navy. That's why I tell you the whole story, because some people, okay, even your adoring fans, may mess with you about it when I'm not. Like in the what? Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, right? But I will always love you. I will always love you, my darling. So I can impersonate Miss Houston, too. Get it? But impersonators do what? I mean, just weird voices that people would expect them to do to freak them out a little bit. Not, okay? that I can't go from her to Hart to Dolly Parton either. Because that's what we do as impersonators. And I'm not the only male I heard do it. Why do you think I did Glory Gaynor's I Will Survive? Oh gosh. I don't know anybody. And how do you meet a person, dear? Why do you think I say something like, when I grew up in school, this is how we used to date. We would pass sets back and forth. If I liked the girl, I would give her a little note that says, do you like me? Yes or no? Did you do that? Now, if the girl likes you, you become what? Boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, what's one of those little things they tell you though when you get a girlfriend? Shane and Mary sitting in the street. Hypothetically, now I do have an ex-girlfriend named Maribel. But again, she, I don't know, like crazy on me, I guess. But anyway, that's what you would hear, right? Kissing. And I told you, when I was growing up, and in school, going to a little place called the Fresh Air Home in Tybee Island, which you can verify this. I had girlfriends. Now, here's the thing about boys, though, in a camp like that. Ask my friend Joey about this, right? They usually pick on with the boys that are different than them. Well, this boy that left alone, right? Because I kissed little girl. I kissed a girl. Like the little mermaid there. The little sea crab. Ba-ba. Mr. Bombastic, shamalama. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what you mean. Voices are voices. Voices are voices. Doing impersonation. Just do them, baby. And a drop of the head. That's what I thought now, right? Try. About this roll now. And of course, what you do is a routine, right? Which would also do some character voices, right? It don't matter. Sometimes when they work, he would just do it like that. And that's called a routine, right? Now, woo, shake it. I don't know. Could be. Alright. It's listening, honey. Do you hear what I hear? If you don't, then listen to me. Deep goes on the side, Right, that's what they're thinking do. Why are you moving away from that person? You let Ed Murphy do it. Well, some people can do this shit. Some people can do this shit like me. Some people can't. That's why we're not sure what you're doing anymore in the entertainment business. Now, we hear what Fallon does, right? We're not saying that's bad. But what we mean is only Fallon seems to be doing it. And only, I don't know, certain people do it. Get back in a hot tub! Right. Like Eddie Murphy, right? If me and Avery live together. That's Paul. right? Harmony. Now, Paul's song and Stevie's background. His background. Right. But that's all he really is there too, right? Right. Now, you don't hear the song like this, right? Ebony and ivory, you together in perfect harmony. Side by side on that piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Didn't say I was. Didn't say I was. See, I'm doing what? Picking up the stuff. I'm the blue, right? But it's still not Stevie's or Paul's either. Like, that's called a fresh, live, made up voice out of scratch. If you're a real impersonator, Mike, you can do that. That's the point, baby. We do things a lot. We're not trying to take you out, no, man. No, different. But it is something to say. But know what I mean is even what's her name in the verse. Alright, I mean. And use the phrase, right? It's a phrase. It is a little sentence. Do you know what I mean? Now, when a word, okay, is in a song, what is it usually called? Lyrics. Now, when we get into educational music, your lyrics become what to us? Poems. We use your lyrics to express feelings and emotions when we're educating you. So, when you sing emotional, right, you got me feeling emotions, baby, right? So, we quote that as educators. So, like I said, we're not trying to seduce you, but we do impersonate you. You really do it. We do it. Ha. John Shaft. But that's why I do mixtures of voices. Can you dig it? But are you getting it? Not everybody, okay, I know, has to deal with what I had to deal with in the Navy either. See, suddenly I'm dealing with